So I was like, I'm enjoying this music. It's one of my favorite songs. However, it was 8:30. But can everybody just first give a little shout out to Sydney and say thank you in the comments, because she gets on early every day without fail, even when Jessica's running around forgetting that we have a Zoom at 8:30, and she plays music for all of us. And it starts everybody's morning off really, really good. So I think that she deserves a little pat on the back and some thank yous, because we appreciate her. Without fail, Sydney has never not shown up to play the music and get us started in the morning. And that says a lot about somebody being that consistent. So I appreciate you. And I want everybody to tell you they appreciate you too, because your song choices are extremely good, except for the non-radio edit version. Was it yesterday or the day before? Cut. Good morning. I would like, Sid, are you going to be in front of the computer for a few minutes? Can you pause the recording while I tell my fun story? Because I'm only telling it on here and not the recorded version. That'll make it easier than me having to go cut the, and let's start recording again. Thanks, Sid. I appreciate you. Okay, so this book, number one, I was going to put my socks on this morning because Eric Worre sent me these socks after speaking on a stage one time, and they're little pictures of his face on some socks. I was going to put them on and show them to you guys today, but well, I was running behind. Just didn't get time to put socks on. So I don't know if you've started reading the book yet. I want to give a copy away to somebody. I'm going to have Sunshine or Sid, I don't know, one of you just like randomly select from a name on the participants, like somebody who's live. I just wanted to get people on here live this morning because I wanted to, it's always more fun to have everybody on live. We are recording these and streaming them into 2 different pages each day, but we want you to be on live with us so that you learn as much as you possibly can to get your day started. I love this book. I have literally read it and listened to it no less than 20 times. And every time I get caught up in doing the wrong things in network marketing, I go back and read the Bible, okay, of network marketing, because Eric really has it down pat. And if you pay attention, it is so simple. He makes it so simple. And if you pay attention to most things in network marketing, if you're doing it the right way, you've taken it from the book. So we really wanted to use this as the first book that we covered on this series for the next 12 months of like really digging into network marketing, because we realize that's our base here. And we want to just really be able to pour into you all of the things for network marketing to explode your business. So in the first chapter, he talks about, network marketing is not perfect. It's just a better way. And it really, truly is. So one thing I would like you to do, if you can, and you're not driving, if you're driving and you want to do this later, go ahead. But in the comments, if you could have your dream job, like characteristics of your dream job, if you could type as many into the comments, into the chat as possible, what would be your dream job characteristics? Having no boss, setting no alarm clocks, having no set hours, unlimited sick and vacation days, unlimited earnings. You want to help other people, being recognized for your efforts. I want you to type things that come to mind. If you were to have the perfect career path for you, what would be, and you can make a list of these and keep these like taped to your computer screen or a list on your phone. I want you to really recognize what those dream job characteristics are, because what we talk about a little bit in what he talks about a lot in his book and in all of his trainings is network marketing is just a better way. And you look at what's gone on in our economy in the last 12 months and how many people have lost their jobs. And if they had a network marketing backup plan, they would have had something to fall back on. And I'll tell you, the last economic downturn is when I had just started into network marketing like the year prior. So I had already been building a business with a brick and mortar business that I owned. And when I had to close that brick and mortar business because it just, well, the economy was for crap at that point. The housing market, had kind of lost its luster. Everything was kind of falling apart. I had been building a network marketing business for a year, not realizing at that time I was not that smart, that it was going to be my backup plan. So when we had to close that shop and walk away from that and lose a lot, I had a backup plan. I had an income coming in. And I realized at that point how important a residual network marketing business is. I don't care if you love your job and you never want to quit it and you always want to be able to do what you're doing. Fine. Build some sort of network marketing business on the side, because the day the economy tanks or the day that the government says we're shutting the country down for 14 days, that turns into 365, you still have income coming in and it doesn't go away. You need to have a backup plan. I look at like people who have been, they talk about all the time, like Social Security is going to run out and you're not going to have it and blah, 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 blah. You're past that point. And what about your retirement? And retirements aren't the same as they were years ago, where you worked for a company for 20, 30, 40 years. We're not all teachers. Okay. Just saying. And not everybody got to work for the auto industry. So not everybody has a really great like pension or retirement fund. Build a network marketing company and stick with the one you're with. Don't jump around. Build that residual income until the point where you go, gosh, if I was ready to retire, look at all this extra money I'm going to have coming in for the rest of my days living them out. It is a retirement plan if you do it correctly. Jumping around and hopping companies will not create that retirement plan for you. So just don't do it. Find a company that's good and stick with it and build it. And that will become your residual retirement plan for your future. Okay. It's not even just about the money right now. It's about the money down the road. Okay, so we set our characteristics. I want to talk a little bit further about some of those characteristics. This is a list of 20 and I'm going to go through them quick, and I'm talking fast because I told my story a little bit. I should have had everybody hop on early to tell my story. Okay, number one, you can work from anywhere. I just went on a 10-day trip with my husband and did more business while I was relaxing on the beach than sometimes I do at home. I got paid twice, once while I was there and once after I got back for working while I was laying in a chair on a beach on one of the top 10 most beautiful beaches in the world. You can work from anywhere and make really good money doing it. You can do it all from your phone. You can create your own schedule. I just said recently, you know what? I'm tired of all the things that I've created, all the things I've done. I just want to work my network marketing business, because I can decide at that point that I only work 3, 4, 5 hours a day, 20 hours a week, take Fridays off all summer. I'm taking Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I'm not doing anything. I'll be by my pool. If you want to find me, I might be doing business on my phone by my pool, but I can create my own schedule. Low cost of entry. I know the company that we work for, you don't have to spend $1 to join. You don't have to spend $1 to get started. And there's a lot of companies out there like that. No employee, and I'm not saying don't invest in your business. There's a big difference there, okay? No employees. You have a team, but those aren't your employees. You don't have to pay benefits on them or, track their hours or make sure they took their lunch break. You don't have any of that. No billing and accounts receivable. The company does all of that. You don't have to do any of that. It's all taken care of. I've had all these businesses where I had to manage all of that. Ugh. I don't have to do that with my network marketing business. They handle it. Tax benefits, home-based business. If you have not realized the tax benefits of having a home-based business, if you have your personal name attached to your network marketing account and you have not created an LLC or an S Corp at this point, or whatever your state has the best tax rules on, go find your accountant. You are wasting a lot of money paying it to the government in tax dollars. Make sure you switch your network marketing business from a personal name over to a business name and take advantage of all those home-based tax credits. You can write off a lot of your house. See this area right here? It's all written off. So is our entire basement. That's another office because we have 2 businesses that run out of this house. No discrimination between men, women, age, race. Everyone who enters network marketing has the same opportunity, same playing field. No commuting. You get to just work from your office every single day. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. When there's a pandemic and I get locked up in my house, I just get on the Wi-Fi and I do even more business. Security. We hear every day of people losing their jobs and people getting laid off. What happened during the pandemic to network marketers? Hey, we took a huge uptick. The entire industry took a huge uptick. So instead of having that lack of security, you have more security. The residual income, we already talked about that. Training is generally already in place and you already have that from your company or from your team leaders. There's already training, on the job training, and you can do it while you are earning. You can earn while you learn. Huge impact there. receive the help, encouragement, team support. You will never find another industry, another career path, another job that you get poured into as much as you do in network marketing. Because guess what? If you're on my team, I have a vested interest in making sure you're happy. Not my job to make you happy, but I have a vested interest in it. So why wouldn't I be pouring into you as much personal development as I possibly can, right? Personal growth, that's the same type of thing. More personal growth in this industry than I've seen in any other industry or career path ever. You will always up level your personal growth in network marketing. And if you're not doing it right. You will build social skills. Some people like this, some people don't. And if you don't want to build social skills at this point in network marketing, you probably don't have to. You can hide behind a computer screen. It allows you to help others on a massive scale. I can tell you that I lay my head down on my pillow at night, and I have for 8 years since I've been in network marketing, more so the last 5.5, because I actually feel like I'm helping people in this company. I lay my head down on my pillow at night and go, man, I have impacted thousands and thousands of people. And that feels so good, whether it's their health or their wealth. I have impacted them in a positive way. And because I decided to join, a lot of people ended up in this business. I'm not saying directly because of me, but because I joined, someone else joined, and someone else joined, and someone else joined. So you have a huge, massive impact on people's quality of life by doing this. I almost feel like you have a duty to be in network marketing so you can impact other people's lives. Quick profitability. Most companies, if you're with the right company, will give you a quick return on your money. Make sure you're with one of those companies. You can build your business by using the internet. That goes without saying. Ability to work in a stress-free environment. Honestly, if I'm getting stressed out working my network marketing business, I just take a pause and a time out for a few days and be like, peace, I'll talk to you guys in a few days. I'm a little stressed, but I still get paid. I still get paid. I can take those days off. I can take a time out and my income still keeps rolling in. It's just the same with sick days. If I'm sick, I can work from my bed if I want. I don't have a boss to call into and I still get paid and I don't have to be like, I'm taking a sick day today. An ability to involve your kids. I love this part. My son has watched me do network marketing for 8 years and build a business. He sees the difference of a parent that goes to work every day and has to work extremely hard to bring in dollars. And he has an example of a parent who has been to every single school event, every single sporting event, I pick him up and drive him to school every single day. I am here all summer when his friends want to come over and play and swim in the pool. He gets to be a part of my life 24/7, and I get to be a part of his. It was one thing I said before I had him is I wanted a career that I didn't have to leave the home, but I could make as much money as I wanted to. And I didn't even realize that was going to be network marketing. That was before I was even in network marketing. I was selling stuff on eBay, so I could do that, but I was still attached to that. Like if I wasn't home to ship the product, like I had to still be kind of attached to something there. Network marketing gave me the ability to go anywhere, anytime, and he gets to watch that. So we talked about that the other day. He's 14 now. And we talked about that on the way to school the other day. Like, hey, career path choice. Like you're going to be going into high school next year. We want to start kind of thinking about stuff like that. And he's like, I don't need to yet. And I'm like, well, I just want to let you know that you can go down this path or you can go down this path. And what's more fun? You get to see me being at home and working whenever I want to, traveling wherever I want to go. And I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't have to ask a boss. I don't have to count on anything but me and what I have built. So it's really fun to be able to involve your kids. I know it's a big, big, big reason why Haas and Sydney stick in their network marketing business. Haas had left his full-time employment for the auto industry to do this full-time because he wanted to be a major part of his son's life. Zane is like going to be one of the happiest, most productive adults later in life because he got to have both of his parents home with him full time for his entire life. Who gets to do that but network marketers, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Have I not made the picture pretty enough to say this is a better way? It really is. So that's chapter 1. I got 10 minutes left to cover the next 2 chapters. So let's talk about those really quick. Chapter 2 is about, are you a poser? Are you an amateur or are you a professional? There's 3 types of network marketers. A poser treats a profession like a lottery ticket. They are the ones that come in and they're like, do I have to actually use the product? No, technically you don't, but to be a product of the product, to really love the product, to really sell the product, yeah, you probably do. They are looking to hit it big with little effort. That's what the poser is doing. They have heard of the pyramid scheme. They're the first ones that will knock the pyramid scheme for being a pyramid scheme. Then they'll get in and want the pyramid scheme to work, right? They're the same people that are like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. Is this one of those pyramid things? And then they're like, oh, okay, well, I'll join you because I could probably get rich quick on this. So I actually want it to be a pyramid thing now. Those are your posers. Stay away from them, or try to coach them into, it's okay to be an amateur for a little while, but you're going to try to coach them into a professional. So a lot of people come in and start off as posers. We're not really looking for those people, but we end up with some of them by chance. So amateurs, an example, they focus on the wrong things. They squirrel really easy. What's the next best way to do X, Y, and Z? Have I got caught in that? Oh, 100 million times. I have been an amateur 100 million times. I will never tell you that I haven't been. I don't think that I've ever been a poser, ever, but I have definitely been an amateur. And we have to grow into a professional, and that's totally okay. And that's what this book is all about. They're hoping to get lucky and sign that next big distributor. Haven't we all wanted that? Like, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I mean, I'm a professional at this point. I still hope to sign that next big distributor, right? Like, you definitely want that. Did I get in early enough? That's what an amateur says. Did I get in early enough? Is there still enough market share left for me? Was I put in the right organization? Did I enroll to the right upline? Should I have a better leader? I would do better if I was with a better leader. That's what an amateur does. A professional fires their upline and says, I will do this with or without you. Okay. Let me give you an example of some professionals. Let's talk about other career paths. One example he gives in the book, which I think is an absolutely phenomenal example. If you're going to recruit somebody and you want to bring them on your team and you want them to do well and you want them to join you, right? You want to coach them to be the best network marketer humanly possible. If you are a poser, you are going to have a hard time doing that. If you are an amateur, you're going to have a harder time doing that. If you are a professional, they're going to be more attracted to you and want to be recruited by you because they know they're joining a professional organization. They're going to learn and gain all of the insight and the things that they need to become successful themselves, right? So if you're sitting there going, man, I just have a really hard time attracting people and getting people to join my business. Are you a poser? Are you stuck in amateur zone, or are you a professional? Because professionals don't have that hard of a time attracting people into their business. I will almost guarantee it. And I'm going to give you some examples too. But think about this in a different professional zone. Let's take a surgeon. If you're about ready to go get surgery on a body part and you walk into the surgeon's office and you're like, hey, doc, I hear you're really good at this. So how many years experience do you have? Where did you get your education? And the surgeon responds to you, well, I didn't really go to school. I just kind of watched my buddy do this for a while. And I just figured it out. Doc, I don't really think I'm gonna have surgery by you. So it's the same way. If you have somebody looking to get into network marketing or create a secondary income, do you think that they want to enroll with a poser or an amateur? Or do you think that they want to enroll with somebody who's taken the time to learn all of the steps, who's read the book, who's put it in practice, who shows it on social media, that they know what they're talking about, and they have a team and resources that's going to help them become successful? Same thing but the problem is people get in, the posers, amateurs get in network marketing and they don't think they need to study. They don't think that they need any education. They think that they can just get in, kind of do the things and then kind of make the money. And if you want to go all the way to the top, I'm not talking about dabbling. I'm not talking about, hobby money. I'm talking about professional network marketing. You have to educate yourself. It is so important for you to educate yourself. You can get customers being a poser and an amateur. Can you build an organization and a business of other thriving individuals who are building business with you if you are a poser and amateur? No. I can see examples of it in my own organization day after day after day after day. You are still a poser and amateur if you cannot build an organization that follows you into the trenches and wants to build business. You have to take a look in the mirror and figure out if you've educated yourself enough on all of the principles of network marketing so that you can become a professional and they want to follow you into those trenches. Think about an athlete or a professional sports player, football player. Do you think that they just they just hit all the touchdowns and win the Super Bowls without having practiced and spent hours and weeks and days and months and years perfecting their professionalism in that sport. I don't even need to go any further on that because I think you know the answer. So what I'm going to tell you is if you are in a company or have a team that has resources for you, you need to start spending the time on those resources. I'm not talking about the resources of non-income producing activities. There's going to be those. I'm talking about learning how to recruit, enroll, and bring people into your business and get them to the first success step. You need to become a professional at those things, and you need to find the resources and the guides and the mentor in your team or in your company that can help you get to that point. Okay. 7 years to become world class. That's what Eric says. 7 years to become world class. I wholeheartedly believe that number is pretty true and pretty accurate. Unless you had some massive business sales experience prior to getting in network marketing, it's going to take you 7 years to become world class if you put in the work. You can't just join and expect 7 years later you're going to become world class without doing anything. Okay. And chapter 3, last, I've got like 3 minutes left. You're going to need to learn some skills, and we're going to go over all those skills in the next few weeks. Okay. Anyone can learn them. There's no tuition, there's no bias, there's no degrees necessary, there's no age or race discrimination or background, etc. But you need to learn the skills. You absolutely need to put the time in and learn the skills. And a couple of things that you want to ask yourself about your company. If there are good products and other people are recruiting and building a business and selling those products with absolutely like momentum and success, and you are not, it is not the product's fault. It is your fault that you have not figured it out yet. If our comp plan or your comp plan for your company is amazing and people are making big bucks and you can see this going on and you are not, it is not the comp plan. It is your education and your training on how to make that comp plan work for you. You are the only variable in your business. You, not the economy. If these other things are true, the first 2 steps, not the economy, not the products, not the comp plan, not the promos, not anything. The variable is you. You have to recruit you first. You can't blame anyone. One last thing I'm going to leave you with. Eric Worre says there's an epidemic in network marketing, and it is called blame your upline syndrome. Everybody wants to blame their upline for the reason they're not successful in their network marketing business. I can tell you the day that I joined this company, I fired my upline because the last company, my upline fired me. Okay. So I fired my upline and said, I don't need you. I love you. And I still love her. I love you, but I'm going to go build this business. And if I need you, I will call you. If you're not available, it's okay. If you are available, great. But I'm going to go build this business. I can tell you I am stacked top rank, all the way to the top in my line. Okay. I can tell you that not one of those people counted on their upline for their success. Not one. And they all made it to the top rank of the company in record speed because they didn't count on anybody but themselves to get there. And the minute you fire your upline and you get to work and stop counting on somebody else for your success, the more successful you will be. There's one example I want to give of a person, and I have to be careful about this. I don't want to use names. There's a person in our company that she's probably, and you'll know if you're in our company, she's probably the most successful distributor, promoter in our company at this point in time. She is dominating it. If you think your products don't work, she'll prove you wrong. If you don't think our comp plan is amazing, she's making more money than a lot of the top producers, a lot of them. She is crushing it. She counts on no one. Guess what? Her upline actually tried to destroy her team a few years ago, left the company, tried to recruit her whole team out from underneath her to go with him. And she stuck her feet in the sand and said, I don't need you and I don't need the team. I'm going to go dominate anyways. And over the last, what has been 2 years, she's literally dominated our entire company because she decided she needed no one to be successful in this but her. Boom. Okay. So go be a professional. Stick with us the next few weeks. I know we have so much more to teach you guys out of this book. Let us digest some of it with you. Get the book if you haven't read it yet. I hope, Sydney or Sunshine, did you grab the list of people who are on here live so we can announce a winner after? Okay, we'll announce it in the High Vibe Tribe page and in our team page. who the winner was, and I'm going to ship you a book. And if you already have it, that's great. Save it for your next new team member that you need to give it to. Okay. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I will see you next Monday, hopefully without any stomach problems. Thank you for listening to my glorious story at the beginning of this. Bye, guys.